welcome to another Suhoor Bites. I am Fawzi Musmar, and today I'll be continuing the countdown of my favorite games of all time. Today is number 8, and it is Dota. Oh boy, do I have a relationship with Dota. The thing is about Dota and a lot of other MOBAs is that it's one of those games that is it's kind of like it's hard for me to recommend, even though it's probably the game I spent the most amount of time in my life playing. And the reason is that as much as I love playing that game, the insane amount of depth that it carries in it, the amazing feeling you get when you win, the highs are so highs in that game, but the lows are so low. There's probably very few things that are terrible emotionally in games as losing a Dota game. And it also brings out the worst in me and the worst in people because it's just like I've seen people rage so much and I've raged so much playing this game that it's just it's just not good for me. But like it's still like my number 8 favorite game of all time just because like I think this is the game where I spend thousands of hours in. And also, like, it's the game I spend so much time outside of the game looking at. I've constantly read the update patches ever since I last stopped playing the game. I've watched so many videos. I watched the tournaments going on. The international, which is like the Dota global tournament, is such a huge event. I watch it every year. It's the total time spent in game and outside of the game for me is probably the most I spent in a video game, and then therefore it wouldn't be realistic for me to have a top 10 games list without mentioning this game. I've been playing Dota since it was a Warcraft 3 mod. Me and my friends started off at LAN as well. It was our office game for a while, and we got really hooked. Like, we used to come to the office on weekends just so that we can play more Dota. We couldn't wait until lunchtime happened so we could just jump in and play some Dota. We used to go to LAN joints to play Dota. We used all sorts of like different server types to play Dota online, and then like when Dota 2 came out, we just continued the trend. So really, if I think about it, Dota is like kind of like Tetris and Battlefield for me. It's like this is a game I've been playing consistently for much of my adult life. I think like ever since it was a Warcraft 3 mod till this day, I've been playing it. And now I'm playing it way less because I have enough stress in my life. But I'm still like watching it and keeping the update. I think it's been a year since the last time I played Dota, but I still like read every single patch notes that come out to kind of like see where the game is at. The amount of depth in this game is staggering. It has probably one of the steeping learning curves I've ever seen in a video game. And the popularity of that game through that is just mind boggling, but also proves that, like, gamers will go through links to learn about games that required them to learn if they can get a really fun gaming experience out of it. And it seems that Dota absolutely delivers that. Fun fact: Dota is like a national pride in Jordan. One of the top players in the league and a former Dota champion, Miracle, is Jordanian. We have actually, at some point, we had 2 Jordanian players that are playing in the international. So Dota is one of those things in which, like, it's part of the culture. Everybody plays it. Or cousins, your cousins must have brought you into this game. There are people who don't play video games; they just play Dota. It's a huge cultural thing, and it kind of actually makes sense why I got swept into it myself. So yeah, it's a fantastic video game. It's free. Don't play it. I honestly, like, for your sake, don't play it. If you've never played it, just don't do it. It's thousands of hours down the drain. Do something else. Learn languages. But yeah, it's a fantastic video game, and that's my game for today. Thank you for listening, and I'll come back with more games. Salam.